set up for tonight. So if you have a strap, please bring it to your mat. Also, if you have any cushions, blocks, or blankets that you would like to incorporate in your practice this evening, before we begin. So when you are ready, I will meet you in a standing posture. Bringing the legs around, coming up into mountain pose. Taking our feet underneath our hips. Feeling the balls of the feet as they settle into the earth. Maybe you give a little rock back and forth just to make sure that you're nice and stable on the bottom of your feet. Really feel the feet as they plant into the earth. Slowly and very slowly begin to flutter the eyes shut. If you would like to keep the eyes open, that's fine. Also, you can flutter them open halfway. Find a gentle gaze out in front of you, maybe to help with focus. We're going to begin the practice this evening with some deep inhales and exhales. And I'm going to incorporate a little bit of breath retention just to help bring you down to a nice level to where we can begin the practice. So whenever you're ready, I invite you to go ahead and inhale deeply through the nose, really pulling the belly down into the breath, and then exhale slowly. So we're going to do this for about 4 or 5 counts, just really finding where you are in the rhythm of your breath within your deep inhalations and your slow exhalations. Some people find it easier to follow the rhythm by placing the right hand on the chest and the left hand on the belly. Bringing the awareness to the body. Bringing our awareness to the breath as it enters the body, fills the body, and as it slowly exits the body. Moving forward, we're going to start incorporating our breath retention. So what you want to do is you want to inhale, pulling the breath down into the belly for a count of 5. And then you want to hold the breath for 3 to 5 seconds. So depending on where you are in your practice, some people are experiencing seasonal allergies right now. If that's the case, then maybe 3 seconds is good for you for breath retention. If you practice breath retention on a regular basis and you feel comfortable with the 5-second hold, then please do so. And then as you exhale, you're going to exhale through the nose for a count of 5. Finding where you are. Inhale, begin to pull the breath down into the belly. Really feel the belly as it expands. And then when you can't sip in any more air, hold for a count of 3 or a count of 5, whatever's in your practice. And then exhale very slowly for a count of 5. Inhale for a count of 5. Hold the breath very gently, and then very slowly exhale through the nose. Now remember, if you're not comfortable with breath retention in your practice, feel free to just take long, deep breaths. Finding your own rhythm. Becoming aware of the sensations in the body. Noticing how the shoulders begin to drop and relax. Chest feels lighter. Everything just seems to fall into place where it should be, right here in this moment on your mat. Following the same rhythm. Very slowly, begin to slowly flutter the eyes open if you have them closed. And you can keep them halfway. You just want to make sure that you find a focal point because we are going to incorporate some movement and I don't want you to lose your balance. So we're going to continue with our inhales for 5, the breath retention if you so choose, and then exhale for 5. And we're just going to incorporate some slow movements. So you want to inhale, bring the arms up overhead, dropping the shoulders, holding the breath, and then very slowly exhale through the nose. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up to the top, dropping the shoulders. If you're incorporating breath retention, 1 more, and then exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale once more. Taking that last sip of air and hold. And then very slowly release. Very nice. You should definitely notice some tension releasing in the shoulders, especially up in the chest area. Very gently begin to take some nice arm movements as we're going to continue the deep breathing, but we're not going to incorporate the breath retention. So within our deep breathing, as we're going from side to side, just little body movements and twists, we're going to incorporate our Ujjayi breath. So without moving your head, you just want to do your arms from side to side. You want to inhale, constrict the back of the throat. And then exhale, keeping the back of the throat constricted, and then exhale. Maybe you incorporate the movements of the legs, bending the knees. Your Ujjayi breath should make the sound of an ocean as it comes in, and then as it rolls back out to sea. The hissing sound should be a very soothing, comforting rhythm. Maybe you slow down your side sweep with your inhales and your exhales. Finding your rhythm. And then when you're ready, come back to center. We're going to inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears, squeezing them comfortably. And then exhale, drop. Release the breath. Inhale up towards the ears, and then exhale, drop, opening the mouth, really letting the breath out. 1 more, inhale, shoulders up to the ears, and then very good. On your next inhalation, bring the arms up overhead. Welcome in whatever great new possibilities are coming your way, and then exhale. We're going to very slowly fall forward into a very nice forward fold. So in our forward fold, we're going to wrap our arms around each other, and we're just going to hang very gently, letting the spine decompress. So if you suffer from high blood pressure or vertigo, what you can do is you can bring a block to help support you halfway. And you can also just very gently sway the hips just a tad bit from side to side. This will also help decompress the spine. And as you're hanging down in your forward fold, feeling the body completely release onto the mat, release into your practice. Maybe a word or a phrase comes to you this evening as an intention. Maybe we take a visual picture of something in our mind or that word with the picture in our mind. And we allow ourselves to just be in that moment, that word or that picture. Bringing our hands down to the mat, or if you had them on a block. And then we're going to inhale, bringing the hands to the shins for halfway. We're going to exhale if you're going down into a full forward fold. Once more, full forward fold. And then inhale, rise up, reverse swan dive, coming into standing, back into your Tadasana pose. Upward salute, bringing your hands up above. We're going to clasp the hands together, sticking our index fingers up towards the sky. We're going to drop the shoulders, and then we're going to breathe and lengthen the spine. Really get a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, gently twist over towards the right side. Keeping our hips straight, making sure that we're not falling into the lower part of the back. We want to keep the spine straight. Helping by sucking in the stomach towards the spine will help keep this posture into alignment. Back to center. Inhale, reach up towards the sky, and then exhale to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, we're going to bring the arms back down the side, and using your hands, I want you to very slowly walk yourself down back into a forward fold. Really allow yourself to feel each vertebrae as you come over and you begin to release the spine. Very good. Just very nice. Do a little wiggle if you would like in the hips. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to the top of the mat, coming into upward salute. And then exhale. As you exhale, go ahead and bend the knees. We're going to come into a little bit of a wide-legged forward fold, but with the knees bent. So, and you also want to come just a little bit halfway over. So almost as if you're coming into a squatting or a chair pose, but not all the way. So you want to have your feet, you can either do hip width apart or you can do either outside the mat, whichever the furthest that you would like to go. We are early in the practice, so I don't recommend doing a full wide-legged forward fold first. Still warming up the body. So you want to inhale and just very nicely feel the pose. When you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up, coming back into an upward salute, tucking the tail, and then exhale, bending the knees once more, coming over, making sure that we have a flat back, our arms are out, making sure that we are tucking our tailbone in. And then exhale, go ahead and fall down. Just really fall down with the knees bent. And allow yourself to hang over the knees. So if you don't want to go all the way down, you can also use your block to hold you up here. So while you're in a full kind of bit at the knees forward fold, kind of a variation, let's go ahead and inhale, straighten the legs. Go ahead and bring the feet heel toe back to center. So we're going to bend the right leg, placing the right hand onto the earth, and we're going to open up to the left. Taking in a deep breath. Still warming up the body. And then exhale, straightening the right leg, bringing the left hand back to center. If you don't want to use a block, you can also use the earth. You want to go ahead and bend the left knee, bring the right arm up above, open up to the right side. Very nice. exhale, come back to center. And then when you're ready, inhale, go ahead and straighten the legs if you so choose to go into a full forward fold, or you can keep the knees bent, or you can come halfway. And when you're ready, go ahead and straighten the legs. And we're going to inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to the top of the mat. Bringing our hands together once again, index fingers up towards the sky. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center, taking a deep breath, and then exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. We're going to drop the arms, opening up into cactus arms. Opening up the throat a little bit as we look towards the sky. And then exhale, coming forward, bringing our hands onto our, right above our knees on our upper part of our thigh. You want to inhale, we're going to do a little bit of a cat-cow variation. So you want to inhale, pointing the chest out, rounding, flexing this, I can't even talk. You want to let the belly drop and the chin rise up, chest out, and then as you exhale, rolling the back, rolling the chin in towards the chest. And then inhale once more. Now, instead of putting all the pressure on your legs, see if you can use the strength within your glutes and also within your hamstrings and also within your core muscles to help hold you up. So inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, and then exhale, come back up into the spine, rolling up into cat. Now, if you would like to incorporate breath retention in this pose, it's very much welcomed. However, if you are new to the practice of breath retention, I would only suggest holding the breath for 3 seconds. So whenever you're ready, follow your own rhythm. And as you're breathing in and coming into your cat pose, really allow yourself, the core to suck into the spine, allow the shoulders to drop. You don't want them coming up towards the ears. And really engage the back part of your body. Engage your glutes, your hamstrings. Inhale, open back up. And then exhale. One more. And then exhale. And then very slowly, using your hands, walking them down towards the floor. Maybe you straighten your legs, or you can keep them bent here, or if a block is part of your practice, and just go ahead and release. And this time, just relax onto the top of the thighs, the knees. Not to put any pressure, but just a nice rest. So when you're ready, go ahead and straighten the legs. We're going to inhale, come halfway up, straighten and flatten in the back. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, coming all the way up. Maybe you play with a baby back bend. You can use your hands up in upward salute, or you can very gently place them on the back part of your back to help support open up your chest. Exhale, come back to center. So I'm going to move very slowly into a warrior two pose. So whenever you're ready, bring your right foot up front. The left foot is going to go behind you. And you want to make sure that the heel is in line with the arch of the left foot. We want to make sure that our knee comes very nicely over our ankle, that we're not overextending. You don't want to go too far forward or too far back. You want to find that nice alignment. Go ahead and bring your arms out to a nice horizon, out towards the side. Look from either side to see where your fingers are. You can draw a line and then feel your spine as you pull the alignment up towards the sky. Make sure you're pulling up nice and straight. Find your breath. So you can stay here, or I'm going to take you into arm variation with Warrior Two. You can incorporate either prayer hands behind the back, or if you would like to add a bind to this, it's an excellent stress reliever. We're going to go ahead and bring the right arm towards the left hand underneath, and then when you're ready, go ahead and give it a nice wrap. And just breathe. Wherever you are in your pose, go ahead and straighten the front leg. Release the arms. Bring them back up to center. Finding that alignment. Finding almost as if you got a gold thread coming up through the top of your head. Dropping the shoulders. And then inhale. Bringing the arms back down to Warrior Two. So on our next inhalation, we're going to come back up. We're going to turn the right foot towards where the toes are going towards the front, towards the side of the mat. And then as we exhale, we're going to turn the left foot out. And then make sure, once again, checking with our alignment, make sure that our left heel is in line with our right arch. And then we're going to very slowly bend over the left ankle, finding where you are, checking in. It's also sometimes, if you feel comfortable in your balance and also in this pose, it's good to close your eyes sometimes and kind of do an intuitive alignment. So when you're ready, bring the arms out to the side. Just inhale, enjoy the pose. Very nice. So if binding is part of your practice, you can do eagle arms, or you can do prayer behind the back, or whatever you choose in this practice. So when you're ready for eagle arms, bring the left towards the right over the left. And then when you're ready, go ahead and give it a nice bind. Finding your breath. Noticing how good this pose feels. And then exhale, release the arms, coming back to center, coming back up, turning our feet towards the side. We're going to go ahead and heel toe our feet back underneath our hips, stretching up, very nice. And then coming down very slowly. Resting very nicely over the legs, but using the engaging of our core to not let us slouch into this nice variation of a forward fold. When you're ready, exhale, straighten the legs, and then inhale, come all the way back up to your upward salute, grabbing the index fingers, going up towards the sky. And this time what you want to do is take your right foot over the left. Inhale very nicely once more, and then exhale very gently towards the right. Inhale back to center, cross the legs, take the left foot over the right, stretch up very nice, and then exhale towards the left. Inhale back to center, and then as you exhale, bring the foot back underneath the hips, opening the arms, and then bringing the arms down by the side. Now on your next inhalation, go ahead and bring the left hand up over, and we're just going to do a very nice side stretch, just continuing to open up the sides of the body. And use your hand to help guide you. Your body should tell you where it's a feel-good zone and where it's the ouch zone. We don't want to be in the ouch zone. We want to stay in the feel-good zone. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, bring the left hand down to the thigh, and then exhale, very nice. Coming back to center, on your next inhalation, rise your hands up and stretch it out. and then flat back, falling over into our nice forward fold. So we're gonna bring our hands out in front, maybe go out like a foot, a handprint or two in front, and then go ahead and begin to walk the feet back into our downward facing dog. Making sure that you pedal out the feet. You want to push through the actual hands and the fingers because you don't want to put any strain, or you don't want to hurt your wrist. Pedaling the feet, bringing the heart towards the legs as you push back. The heels drop towards the earth. And just inhale, exhale. Really allow your inhalations and exhalations to show a lot of release and expression. So feel free to inhale and then exhale. You are in the comfort of your own home and you can do whatever makes you happy. Inhale and then exhale. Dropping the knees down to the mat. Bringing the two toes together, spreading the knees out towards the sides of your mat. We're going to take it back into a wide-legged child's pose. Bringing the head towards the mat. If the floor is not working for you today, feel free to just bring a nice blanket. And you can fold it nicely to where it hits the brim of the eyebrows. You don't feel any pressure on your neck. You roll into the head. And just breathe. Very good. We're going to come back up into our thunderbolt pose. So you want to drop the tail towards the heels. You want to sit back up into thunderbolt. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some nice shoulder stretches to prep ourselves for dolphin pose. So when you're ready, go ahead and inhale, bring the hands up in front of you and flex your hands as if you're facing a wall or you got your hands on the wall. We're going to do some little scapula push-ups to kind of give them a little bit of a workout. So you want to inhale without moving the body, very gently push the shoulder blades back and then exhale, release. Inhale, push them back. You should feel the shoulder blades going towards one another in the back. And then exhale. And then as you exhale, really push against the palms of your hands like you're pushing into that wall to open up that back. Inhale, push back, and then exhale. One more time, inhale, and then exhale. Very nice. When you're ready, bring your hands down to your legs. We're going to do a nice little shoulder stretch. So you want to inhale, bringing the arms up towards the sky. Very slowly, allow the left hand to come brisk down by the right arm, all the way to where you find the middle part of the back. Leaving this hand up, you want to very slowly drop it over the left elbow. And you want to very nicely give it a nice shoulder stretch. Let gravity do what she does best. So you don't want to put any extra strain on this. This hand is just there to support it. And if you would like to take the stretch a little bit deeper, as you're inhaling, doing this nice shoulder stretch, you can very gently bend towards the right. Following your breath. Inhale back to center. You're going to very slowly bring the right hand back up, the left hand back to meet it, and you want to very slowly bring up the shoulders towards the ears and really press them down and drop them up towards the ears. Press them down. And then press them down. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring the right hand, using the hand as a guide, to walk you down to the middle part of the back, and then using the left hand over the right elbow, and then helping give it a little bit of a snug, but as I said earlier, let gravity do what she does best. And then if you'd like to add a deeper stretch, you can exhale over to the left. Making sure to straighten and keep our posture aligned. We don't want to cave in or flex the back too much. Very nice. Just relax. And then exhale back to center. Inhale, bringing the arms back up. You want to grab them together at the palms, turning the hands up very nicely towards the sky. The palms should be facing out towards the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to go ahead and drop the hands towards the middle, pushing in like you're pushing in for a cat. Very nicely. Don't let the neck crick, but just allow the shoulders to open, allow the back to open. And then inhale, rising up, opening up the chest up towards the earth, towards the sky. And then exhale, rounding the back. We're just going to take a few of these, finding what feels good. And then inhale. One more. Exhale. And then inhale, come back to center, bringing your hands back down by the side. And you should notice that the shoulders feel a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more open, and they're ready to work for you. So we're going to move into our dolphin pose. So a dolphin pose is kind of like a forearm downward facing dog. It's a forearm balance downward facing dog. I like to incorporate a strap with my dolphin pose because it'll help me make sure that my arms are in alignment with my body. So you want to make sure that when your hands and your arms are down on the earth, that you have that nice 45-degree angle, or 90-degree angle, yeah. And you want to make sure that your elbows are nicely placed under your shoulders. You don't want them to go out to where you fall into the chest or into the lower upper back, and you don't want them to come in to where you put too much strain on the shoulders. So I'm going to walk you through really quick how we go into our dolphin pose. So you want to bring the hands right underneath, out like you're going into a Sphinx pose. Your elbows are aligned under the shoulder. And you can either walk your knees back, almost as if you're in a forearm balance for a table. You want to tuck the toes and very slowly push back into dolphin. So it's almost, you're pushing back your chest as you would in downward facing dog. And you want your head to come between your arms. Now, if this is too much for you, you can also stay down in your knees and still get the same benefit until you're ready to take the full expression. So when you're ready, go ahead and we're going to move into dolphin. So if you don't want to use the strap, that's perfectly fine too. Go ahead and place the arms out in front, tucking the toes, raising up through the hips, and then pushing through the forearms, and then finding your balance, finding where you're steady, sucking the belly in towards the spine, pull it in, and just relax into the pose. This is a good time too to incorporate the Ujjayi breath. Really just allow yourself to be here. And then when you're ready, slowly bring the knees down towards the mat. We're going to bring the arms out in front, and we're going to go into a nice puppy pose. Go ahead and fall back towards bringing the chest towards the thighs, and you want to allow yourself to relax the arms. You want to put them out in front, but you don't want to put too much strain on the shoulders. So if you'd like to bring a block into this pose to put under the head, it's perfectly understandable. And this should feel really good after all the shoulder work we just did in dolphin. And then very slowly rising up, back on the forearms, and then instead of going up into table, we're going to drop the belly down to the earth, and we're going to come up into our Sphinx pose. Closing the eyes, finding our comfort spot in this pose. So we're going to be here for just a little bit, but you want to make sure that you're comfortable. So if your elbows are a little sore, they hurt, you can always put a blanket underneath. You want to make sure that you are pushed up into the pose. You don't want to slouch, add any tension to the back or the cervical spine, the neck. So just breathe. And then exhale, release down to the earth, bringing your hands underneath the face. Taking a breath. And then when you're ready, inhale, coming back to center, bringing the arms back up into Sphinx, the elbows back under the shoulders. So we're going to do a little bit of a variation. On your next inhale, go ahead and raise the left foot, flex the left foot, and just breathe. And then as you exhale, bring the left foot back towards the earth, and then untuck the toes, and then just let the top of the foot fall back on the earth. We're going to inhale, bring the right leg up, flex the right foot, stay within the breath, and really flex that foot. You should feel this in your glutes. This should feel really good. And then exhale, drop that foot back down to the earth. And then when you're ready, very slowly releasing, coming back to the earth, placing our hands on under our face. And just allowing ourselves to feel the pose. So while you have on your belly, while you're down with your hand on your face, go ahead and bring the left foot, the left leg out by the side. So it should be like, it could be at a 45-degree angle or a 90-degree angle, whatever's comfortable for you. So we're going to push back up into a Sphinx pose, and this is a little bit of a variation of Sphinx with frog. So on the next inhale, go ahead and bring the forearms back up. Now, if this is too much on the lower part of the back, the lumbar spine, go ahead and adjust the leg. So it should not hurt. This should actually feel really good. It's a little bit of a hip opener and a little bit of a shoulder and chest opener. So wherever you're comfortable, just allowing yourself to relax in the pose. Incorporating your Ujjayi breath, your ocean breath. And then very slowly release the chest back to the earth. Bring the hands on underneath the face, and then very slowly bring the leg right back behind you. And very gently give a nice rock of the hips. Very subtly from side to side. On your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and bring the right leg out to the side, wherever it feels comfortable. Find what feels really good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come back up into your Sphinx pose. So if you're feeling any compression on the lumbar spine, all you have to do is just release the foot a little bit and maybe push the leg back towards the opposite direction and not do so much of a 90 or a 45-degree angle. So this should feel really good. It's a nice stress reliever because you're incorporating a hip opener. Just breathe. When you're ready, very slowly come back down to the earth, placing the hands under the face, and then go ahead and bring the right leg behind you. Shaking out the hips a little more. And then when you're ready, if you had a blanket underneath, I would move it out to the side, bringing our hands underneath our shoulders. We're going to push up towards table, and then we're going to go back into child's pose. And this time in child's pose, keep the knees together, because what you want to do is you want to allow the body to roll over, the torso to roll over the legs to help decompress the spine. And this should feel really good. On your next inhale, we're going to rock up into table. Doing a little bit of a hip shake from side to side. We're going to show our spine a little bit of love by doing some cow cats. I love cow cats. So we're going to inhale, drop in the belly, looking up, and then exhale, rolling into the back, tucking the chin. Really push up through the hands, pushing up into the back. Inhale, opening the chest, very gently gazing out towards the front of you. Don't want to do too much. Don't want to crick the neck. And then inhale, exhale, rolling back into cat. Inhale, very nice and gentle. And then exhale. Maybe you incorporate some dancing lions just to wind down the body. And then very slowly place both knees as far as you can on either side of the mat, and then fall back into a wide-legged child pose. Inhale, back to center. Bringing our knees together, we're going to bring the knees out, the legs out by the side, and then come on to the tush. So we're going to warm down the body before we take our well-deserved Shavasana. So before we go down to the earth, I always like to do a nice boat pose, just to kind kind of check in with my body. It gives me a good sense of where I am after a practice. It lets me know like what my core is feeling like, what my hammies are feeling like, my glutes are feeling like, even my calves, my shoulders, my arms. So you can do a few variations of boat pose. You can keep your feet on the ground, your knees pointed up towards the sky, and you can use the hands and very subtly tilt the back towards the opposite direction. You want to make sure to keep the spine elongated. And if this feels good for you, just close your eyes. Check in with the body. Becoming aware of any sensations. If you would like to take the pose a little bit deeper, you can either do a revolved boat pose. In this variation, this is an easy boat pose. You can grasp the hands, you can do with the index fingers out, and then as you exhale, twist very nicely towards the left. Bringing our index fingers towards the earth, and you're going to use your core to hold your spine nice and erect while you're in a nice twist. And just breathe, and then maybe you rock a little bit back, but if it hurts, come back up very gently. Come back to center, hands out. You're going to grab the knees, pull the belly in, the chest open, and then exhale, round the back. One more, inhale, opening the chest, and then exhale, rounding the back, tucking the chin to the chest. Coming back up into our easy boat pose. We're going to bring our index fingers together once more, and we're going to inhale, and then as we inhale, get ready to exhale and twist towards the right. Enjoying the pose, coming back to center. And as we go down to earth, you could either go down in easy boat, or if you would like to bring the legs up into the air, you can bring them at a 90-degree angle, or you can bring them out into full boat. Whatever is in your practice, we're going to take it down to the earth, so very slowly, falling down, releasing the legs. Stretching the hands out in front. Really giving our body a nice stretch. And then as you exhale, go ahead and bring the knees in towards the chest. Giving a nice hug. And we're going to do a nice supine twist. I like doing these to close a practice just because it helps decompress the spine, and to me it's also very soothing. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and grab your right hand, placing it on the left, outside of the left leg. And then if you want, you can keep I like to keep my legs at a nice 90-degree angle as I twist them over. And then very slowly, let them come out to the side on the right hand, making sure both shoulder blades are nice and firm on the earth. And if you feel like your shoulders popping up off the earth, you can take the time to do a little bit of adjustment, bringing the hip closer. And then very nice, close the eyes. Very slowly. When you're ready, inhale, come back up to center, hugging the legs. Giving a nice rock side to side. I like to bring my forehead into my knees, but you can also leave your head nice and firm on the ground. And then when you're ready, exhale, go ahead and drop the legs over towards the left side. Finding where you are in your pose, making sure that you're all good. Checking in with your hips, making sure that they're aligned properly. Spine is nice and aligned. The shoulders are comfy. And just relax. Very slowly, when you're ready, inhale, bringing the knees back to center. Wrapping the arms around the legs once more, giving yourself a nice hug. Maybe you rock on the spine a little bit back and forth. Or maybe you spread your hands out wide and your arms overhead. Whatever feels good in your practice. And then very slowly bring the feet back towards the earth. And then one, go ahead and drop the right leg out in front, and then you're going to take the left foot, and you're going to take the bottom of the left foot and press it up against the right knee very slowly, and you're going to open up the left hip into a nice reclined tree pose. Just very nicely breathe. Make sure the right foot is flexed. Inhale, bring the foot back up, the knee back up towards the sky, the foot on the ground. And then very slowly push it out, back down to the earth. And then if you would like, just give your hips a little bit of a rock side to side. I always like to take my hands and just very gently push into the hips. And help them. Don't push them too hard, just with the fingertips, they should get a nice little wiggle. And when you're ready, inhale, bring the right knee up towards the sky, the foot firmly placed on the ground, bringing the right foot by the inside of the left thigh or the left knee. You don't want to put any pressure on the knee, but just place it up there so you know where the foot is placed. And then as you exhale, open the right leg up towards the side and setting up for a nice reclined tree pose on the right side. Wherever you are in your practice, if you'd like to incorporate a different mudra here, you can place your hands on your belly. You can do a nice prayer mudra. You can lay the arms out to the side and do a nice Gyan mudra or a chin mudra, whatever is in your practice. And then very slowly bring the left foot up to meet the right. And we're going to do a nice reclined butterfly pose. So if this is too much pressure on the hips, you can take your blocks. And what you want to do is find the comfortable spot where it's good for support. And then you can stay reclined like this. If you'd like to add some props to this, one thing that's really good is a nice blanket. So you want to bring the feet together, make sure the blocks are nice and placed, and then lay the blanket over the belly and over the upper parts of the thighs. And just relax. Making sure you feel the spine as it touches the ground. Just relax into this pose. It also feels really good if you would like to put your hands up above, overhead. cactus arms feel really good too. If there's any pose that you would like to express to close your practice, please feel free to do so during this time, or you can stay in the reclined butterfly, or you feel free to go ahead and stretch the legs out and prepare yourself for your Shavasana. Finding that comfortable place on the mat. Returning back to our breath. Bringing our awareness to the inhalations as they enter through the nose. Feel the breath as it comes through the nostrils. Pulling it down into the back of the throat. Filling the belly. And then slowly exhale through the nose. I invite you to incorporate whatever deep breathing practice you would like to incorporate at the end of your practice for Shavasana. Closing the eyes. And allowing yourself to be within the moment. Allow yourself this time for rest and relaxation. Within our breath, we find our place of peace, our place of calm. We find the knowingness within our heart and the answers within our mind. We go inward on a self-journey filled with beauty, love, compassion, kindness, patience, understanding, forgiveness, opening up to the positive light within, to allow for all the infinite possibilities that are destined to be within our path. Very slowly, again, to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. Coming on to a comfortable side of your fetal posture. Embracing the moment, embracing the comfort, embracing the calm. Very slowly begin to push the body back up into a comfortable seated posture. Bringing the spine straight. Slowly flutter the eyes open. Allowing yourself to feel everything within the room in this time. Bringing our hands into prayer mudra to close the practice. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide this evening. Thank you for truly surrendering to your practice. Thank you for being vulnerable to the beautiful light within. Each day I learn more from every person that's in my life. And every day you teach me more. For you, the student, are my teacher. May the light bring you health, happiness, and safety, calm, and peace. The light in me honors the beautiful light within you. Namaste.